Hello to you all again. I was once again trying to think of what to record today, and I thought, why not talk about what it's like to be a warehouse material handler, or a material handler in a warehouse. I did this job for about 5 years before my current one. It was a good job. Didn't pay great, paid decent. I mean, what you'd expect. Not minimum wage, you're not going to get rich, but it's a decent wage. You got paid every 2 weeks. Not bad. I mean, you could survive on it. Not fantastically, but you could survive on it. But material handler in this warehouse, it usually consisted of receiving and or shipping. Like some days you do both. And there was also merchandise processors in this warehouse. So whenever the material handler work wasn't very busy, you'd go over and assist with the packing with the material or the merchandise processors, or you'd go and pick product with them. And that was a lower paying job. I believe it was a 75-cent pay differential, so not big. But there was also a forklift job. I mean, I could ride the sit-down forklifts, but the stand-up forklifts in the warehouse, that was a whole nother job. And that made you $1 more on top of the material handlers, so you made a decent chunk. But people that had been there like 20, 25, 30 years, they were making good money, but it wasn't like nothing like, oh, I'm gonna, I'm putting away all kinds of money and all that. You're definitely not. Don't expect to get rich from this job. That's all I'm saying. It's a job that you're gonna live better than you would if you were like, working in fast food or stocking shelves in a grocery store, of course, which is to be expected. I mean, the problem was too, with my pays every 2 weeks, I was paying like, I believe $120 for health benefits, and that was rough. You're only making so much money, and then you're paying for health benefits, and it gets rough real quick, paying for health benefits. And the healthcare wasn't that great, especially the vision. I mean, I would go and use these vision benefits, and at like Lens Crafters, they would literally give me their discount because they felt bad because my vision benefits were so bad. But yeah, you would sweat. Like this warehouse I was in, not all of them are going to be this way. Like I've heard FedEx and UPS, I'm pretty sure they're considered material handlers pretty much too. But they don't have climate controlled warehouses from what I can tell. But this was climate controlled. It was always kept at, I believe, 70 in the warehouse. But the problem was in the trucks. The trucks are getting beat down by sun, so all you have is like the fans blowing in. And there were days I'd be drenched. Like days like today, it is currently 88 at 12:48. And I would be drenched. It was rough, no joke. And a lot of times you would have to deal with supervisors watching you do your work. A lot of people don't like that. It didn't really bother me. I just did what I was told. Didn't cause any problems, and then you get no problems from your supervisors. Simple as can be. I don't understand what's so hard to learn about that concept, but everybody's like, oh, he's watching me. He's hiding behind the pool like Michael Myers would. But yeah. So if you're looking into this job, I mean, it's probably better than the job you're currently at, obviously, if you're looking to do a job such as this. But you will lose weight. I remember the one year I went from like 230 pounds down to 200 without even trying, just because I was sweating and it was so physical. I was lifting 50-pound boxes all the time, especially in the receiving department. I mean, there'd be like 2,000 boxes stacked up on a truck, and you're just emptying it out on the conveyor belt. That's another thing. There was a lot of conveyor belts in this building. I know some warehouses, it's all done on pallet. You basically go to the slots and you put it on a pallet from the slot. This was all conveyor, so like you pull it's called the boom. You pull that into the truck. It's basically an extension of the conveyors, and it'd come in so far, but like the last 20 feet of the truck, you're tossing the boxes as far as you can, so you don't have to walk them too much. That was pretty fun. I met lots of cool people. There was good diversity. There was women and men there, which like I've worked in warehouses that have all men, and that's like way too much testosterone. That causes issues. So any diversity you can get in a warehouse is really good. I mean, there's always going to be people complaining about other people, but it's not bad. I can't complain. So if you're looking to be a warehouse material handler, definitely try it out. It's worth it. I have no regrets about it. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time right here with the GearShots for another story to come.